Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We will explain about nominalization. My name is Dante Rahdian Maulana as the first presenter of this week's presentation. In English grammar, nominalization is a type of word formation in which a verb or an adjective or another part of speech is used as or transformed into a noun. The verb form is nominalized. It is also called nouning. In transformational grammar, nominalization refers to the derivation of a noun phrase from an underlying clause. In this case, an example of nominalization is the destruction of the city, where the noun destruction corresponds to the main verb of a clause, and the city into its object. Examples and observation. English is truly immersive in the way it lets you construct nouns from verbs, adjectives, and other nouns. Blogger and blogosphere are examples. All you have to do is add one of an assortment of suffixes like essay, democracy, democracy, age, patronage, refusal, ama, panorama, ana, americana, ans, variants, ant, deodorant, dem, freedom, age, knowledge, lassie, ear, engineer, painter, airy, slavery, is, Lebanese, s, laundress, at, laundrette, fest, love fest, full, basketful, hood, motherhood, Iac, maniac, Ian, Italian, E or Y, foodie, smoothie, Ian, tension, operation, ism, progressivism, is, idealist, eight, Israelite, etude, decrepitude, itty, stupidity, ium, tedium, lad, leaflet, ling, earthling, man or women, Frenchman, mania, Beatlemania, month, government, ness, happiness, oh, weirdo, or, vendor, ship, stewardship, length, and tude, gratitude. At the present moment, everybody seems to be going a bit nuts with noun creation. Journalists and bloggers seem to believe that a sign of being ironic and hip is to coin nouns with such suffixes as fest, like Google Bacon Fest, and behold what you find. Athen head, Athen or head, dead head, parrot head, gearhead, oid, aroma, and palooza. Thank you very much. Next presenter, please.
My name is Rifdatus Saadah. Here I want to explain about nominalization in scientific and technical writing. The force which operate to encourage nominalization are understandable. Dealing continually in concepts, scientific and technical writers tend to isolate activities such as experimenting, measuring, and analyzing as abstract, conceptual units in their minds. They are also pushed toward passive contraction, both by tradition and by their own desire to step aside and allow their work to speak for itself. for their force produce characteristic construction, such as a similar experiment was carried out using the material. Sigma preparation was carried out as described. So, command has carried out become as a general purpose verb that it is a recognized marker of scientific reporting, and television news bulletins commonly adopt the construction when reporting scientific work.
And the next material is the dark side of nominalization. It's not just that nominalization can save vitality of one's speech or prose, it can also eliminate contact and mask any sense of agency. Furthermore, it can make something that is nebulous or fuzzy seem stable, mechanical, and precisely defined. Nominalization gives priority to action rather than to the people responsible for them. Sometimes this is perhaps because we don't know who is responsible or because responsibility isn't relevant, but often they conceal power relationship and reduce our sense of what's truly involved in a transaction. As such, they are an instrument of manipulation in politics and in business. They emphasize product and result rather than the processes by which product and result are achieved. And the next material will be explained by the next presenter.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Vicky Aulia Juliana and my student's number is 1921222014. I can explain about types of nominalizations. Nominalization types differ according to the level of organization at which the nominalization takes place. Three types of nominalizations can be distinguished. First, nominalizations at the level of the word. For example, teacher sends washing of the windows. Next, nominalizations with nominalis, a structure that lies in between a verb and a full clause. For example, Sam's washing the windows. And finally, nominalizations consisting of full clauses. For example, that Sam washed the windows. Okay, the latter two types differ from the normal rank scale of units in that they represent nominal or phrases which consist of clausal or clause-like structures. They have therefore been regarded as problematic, and it has even been claimed that structures are not nominalizations. Nominalizations properly refer to third-order entities. For example, cooking involves irreversible chemical change, and in which cooking refers to the process as generic type, and abstracted from a particular token instant at a specific time. A second kind of nominalization involves reference to second-order entities. Here, reference is to particular countable tokens of processes. For example, the cooking took 5 hours. The third kind of nominalization has been called improper. This refers to first-order entities, things with physical substance and often extended in space. For example, I like John's cooking, which refer to the food which result from cooking. That's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Neli Saadatudarain as the fifth presenter. Nominalization refers to the expression as a noun or nominal group of what would in everyday language be presented as a verb, an adjective, or a conjunction. Such grammatical metaphors are typical of academic discourse. Nominalizations and the realization of a configuration link by means of relational process are regarded as ideational grammatical metaphors in systemic functional linguistics, or SFL. According to Lee and Thompson 1981, the notion of nominalization refers to the grammatical process by which a verb, a verb phrase, a sentence, or a portion of a sentence, including the verb, functions as a nominal group. In systemic functional linguistics, or SFL, however, it is known as one type of grammatical metaphor, of which nominalization is presented as the prototypical example, functioning as a nominal group.
Hello, my name is Siti Puput Hermawati. My student's number is 1921220008. I will continue the material of the nominalization. The use of nominalization has the potential to change activity sequences realized by processes such as running, jumping, walking, etc., into taxonomic relations realized by participants, for example, kinds of movement, to build up specialist fields such as biomechanics. Grammatical metaphor or nominalization also tends to lead to more abstract text. This is because concrete participants such as people tend to disappear from the text. They are replaced by abstract participants derived through nominalization. As a sequence of information being packaged more tightly and abstractly, the text becomes both more difficult to read and to say. The information can be packaged more tightly because the structure of the nominal group allows such packing. Once we nominalize a verb, all of the resources for modification in the nominal group becomes available. In English, there are more places for adding experiential information to nouns than verbs. So that's all from us. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.